What's good with your YouTube? It's your boy, I am Charlie P, and I'm back here with another video. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and let me know how you like this video or your opinions or whatnot. And if you're a returning sub, I appreciate all the love and the support you guys give me. We hit it to the 1,000. You know, I want to get to 1,000 before July, before my birthday. So that'd be a nice birthday gift to me. But this video entail on, apparently my truck is finished today. It is finished. That is what they saying. That's what the rush truck shop is saying, that my truck is finished. So this video is going to entail on me basically going and doing a thorough pre-trip before I accept this truck and take it off this yard. Because I will not take this truck off this yard, well, not yard, but this rush truck shop yard, or whatever you want to call it, lot, and start my deliveries. And my first stop, my truck is down. So if you're new here, I am on the Dollar General account for Werner Enterprise. And my truck had went down. I had ripped the bumper off. Then it went to the shop. I think it had a small, I know it had a small coolant hose, but then it said a coolant leak, but they said it was a radiator support that I basically damaged. And so they replaced the bumper, they painted the bumper, we got all those things fixed. That took a week. Got my truck back, went on my first delivery. And like I said, I drove it from Smyrna, Tennessee, all the way to Bowling Green and back down to Nashville. It was fine. About 20 minutes away from my first delivery, the coolant light came on. When the coolant light came on, I was like, okay. I was on I-24, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna pull over on I-24. It's dark. It was about 9, 10 o'clock at night, and it was storming. It was about ready to storm. It was having a tornado watch that night. So I was like, well, let me just watch the temperature, you know, and make sure it doesn't rise. Because I know it's different with diesel and cars, but the regular, what average it'd be like 180, 185, 187, somewhere around there, the normal. Like, of course, anything above like 220, 230, you know it's rising. So it did not rise all the way to my first stop. I was only 20 minutes away. I made it there safely. As soon as I got there, you just see the coolant. It's just gushing out. And when I dropped it off, it was just drips. It was like bloop, bloop. It was drips of coolant. This time it was just splurting out. Like, it was all over the ground. Like, if you haven't watched that video, it's about 2 or 3 videos behind. When I say it's always something, that video, the shop did not repair my truck. That video will show you how the coolant was coming out. But so now I'm getting my truck back, and I am going to do a thorough pre-trip. I've had issues with this truck before when I was in Dallas. When I got this truck, the leaf spring bolts was coming out. So I did a poor pre-trip that was on my end, and it was a guy that was changing my tire, caught it. And I look at that, I look at everything. I'm gonna pop this hood open. I'm gonna look at all the fluids. I'm gonna look at the oil. I'm gonna look at everything. Look at the bolts. Look at everything, because this rush truck shop in Smyrna did not do anything they said. They were supposed to fix the radiator and stuff. They did not. They charged Werner for it. The truck went back in the shop. It was apparently under warranty when they sent it back to the shop. But the shop, I guess, they didn't write down that was the part, so they charged them again. I don't know. These semi-truck shops, they are a gimmick. That's something I keep in mind if I ever do want to own my own semi. These shops are gimmicks. They trying to gouge you. They trying to milk you dry. I'm just going to be honest, because I heard them on the phone talking to one guy saying whatever the order is, you have to pay 25% down in order for them to start the work. So 25% of whatever that your labor and the parts, all that stuff costs, you have to put that down in order for them to even start working on your truck. But of course, I'm a company man, so I don't have to deal with that. But I just heard one service advisor on the phone talking to another trucker. So yeah, I just had a lot of problems with this rush truck shop. This truck has been in the shop for 2 weeks now. over something that's not even like just super major. A bumper and a radiator is not major. But I like I said, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna do a thorough pre-trip inspection before I take this truck, because, excuse my language, but I'll be damned if I take this truck again, start working, and it messes up on me again and I'm back down. Like, that is not fair. I've spent over like $60, $60+ in Uber fares from them telling my manager that the truck was ready. It was not ready. Telling my wife I'm going back to work, then I'm not coming back to work. It's just been a lot going on with this Rush Truck Shop, and I understand the situation is inconvenience because I did it. You know, if I didn't mess up the bumper, I wouldn't be going through this situation. But you would think, since a big known shop, this Rush Trucks, that's basically everywhere, and this Rush Truck Shop is pretty big. I've basically recorded a lot of the shop and stuff like that. But yes, this truck has been down for 2 weeks over a radiator and a bumper. But enough of me talking. Next clip, you're gonna see me arriving at the shop. Right now, I'm waiting on my wife to get ready to take me because it's around 5 o'clock, it's rush hour. Uber is taxing. To get 20 minutes down the road, Uber is charging like $50, $60. I'm not paying, I'm not filling up nobody's tank. So next clip, you're gonna see me arrive at the shop, getting everything right, checking off everything, and show you guys how I pre-trip. And then we're gonna go from there. You can leave your comments, your suggestions to help me or to help others, because it's other people that go in my comments and look, and they may need help as well. So you comment under my video is not just to help me, it's to help others. We a community, we a team. So I appreciate all the love and support, but we're about to head out and head to this truck. I had fun spending time with my son. Hey, Cartier. I had fun spending time with him. I'm sure he had fun with me. He's now, you know, taking steps. He's more confident in himself and walking. So it's a good thing that I've been here and walking through the process of him with that, because he's 15 months old, like a year, like 3 months, I think. Yeah, it's like a year and 3 months. So he more confident in that, and I'm going to, I enjoyed that. So next clip, I will show y'all when I'm at the shop. All right, so I'm back in my truck now. I'm gonna do a thorough pre-trip. Basically check out all my stuff, make sure everything's good, which on the outside some stuff look good, but I'm gonna check everything, make sure everything's good. All right, so before the coolant was leaking, yep, they replaced this. This is brand new. I could tell that they done changed this, but this is from the accident. I could tell they changed it because in my video before it was leaking out a lot right there. You want to check the release ring, you want to check them bolts, you want to check that cotter pin, you want to check, make sure everything is tight, not loose. You want to check and make sure you got coolant. You got coolant right there. I got one hand, so right now that oil look good. I ain't got nothing to wipe it off with, but for the most part, my oil be good. Want to check them brakes. Oh yeah, them brand new. So that's this side. So we got the belt and stuff on the other side. So as you guys remember in the school, right here, level is full, new oil filter. Let's go on the other side. So you got to put some more windshield wiper fluid in there. Make sure the belt is tight, no play in it. Alrighty, the back leaf spring bolts back there. Front, let's see. It look tight. Let's check these brakes, which I'm pretty sure they good, because if you check anything on this side, it's gonna be most likely the same. So, all right. So these I had in the video, these leaf spring bolts, they were backed all the way out. So I checked these for sure. You wanna check your fifth wheel, make sure it's greased. Make sure there's no debris in between the wheels. Make sure your tread is good. I ain't got no thumper, but sounds pretty good. Those leaf spring bolts right there, you can tell they've been replaced. It's good. See, this is what I was saying on one of mine. I like this one, this bracket, because it doesn't have to move, but apparently they must have fixed it, because I could just tell it's been fixed. But these airbags look good. No leaks on the springs. There's no leaking, nothing, everything dry. You got mismatched tires. You got a nail right there. That's gonna have to get replaced soon, or probably patch. Keep an eye on that. See, that's why you gotta do that pre-trip, but you can tell that's been replaced. Airbag good, front and rear, leaf spring good, because I could just tell because it's been changed. And another thing on the pre-trip you wanna check is, you wanna check and make sure that those, these right here, you wanna check and make sure those are good, not torn, ripped, or anything like that, because when I was at Stevens, that could be an issue. But I've had these hoses replaced in Dallas. When I first got the truck, I had to get those replaced. So those are brand new. That's just water. Line's good. I don't see nothing leaking. And yeah, so everything looks pretty much good. Tires good. You want to check these lug nuts and stuff, but they just replaced these tires. So, but you still, as in an indicator, you still want to check and make sure they're tight, not loose. All right, so you seen this part is coming out a little bit, not sure. That's just dust. They didn't put no bracket. I had to like screw some holes in there so I could put that in there. But I mean, so right now it's not moving, but that is my new bumper. And yes, this pre-trip, I went over it because I mean, I know my truck and I know what to look for with the issues I had. So it's just come with due time. I pretty much kind of know what to look for. And I know what to experience. Like, you gotta make sure those hub seals is not leaking right there. But I mean, it had a mid-trip inspection recently on it, but you still just want to check over it and make sure everything is good. So APU, make sure those seals is not leaking. But like I said, I pretty much know my truck. Let's just check these just in case. So even though you know your truck, you know, I still know what to look over. I mean, like I said, I've been trucking for about 7 months. That ain't enough experience to basically be like, it ain't enough experience to be like, oh man, you experienced, you cold, you already know what to do and all that. But I mean, once you get comfortable with your truck, you will know. You know, so I'm finna crank it up. So you see I got 190,000 miles. Let me turn the air down. So I'm already in my pre-trip. Basically got about 2 more minutes of that. So I got a load for tomorrow at noon. So I got enough time because right now it's 7 o'clock. So hopefully the traffic done died down going up that way to Kentucky. So I'll probably turn y'all back on once I get there. But that's just my pre-trip. Like, of course, I really kind of rushed my pre-trip because I am on this yard and it was like shop mechanics and stuff walking out. And I had a tripod up, basically, as you guys see. So I had a tripod up, so I was like furious of basically somebody saying I can't record on their property and stuff like that. So I kind of tried to rush it, but I rushed it because I know my truck. So like if it was like a brand spanking new truck, my pre-trip would have went a whole lot different. But I know my truck been needing and don't need and stuff like that because you got to do a pre-trip every day. So even though I know things can change every day, you know what I'm saying? Everything is not going to be the same when you're driving miles away. But I mean, I'm pretty much not going far. I'm not OTR. So even though that's still not an excuse, I only go probably max 300 miles out. But like I said, I watch my truck every day. I do my pre-trip every day. I inspect it every day because like I said, those leaf spring bolts, I got a video, man, I was in Dallas. So that's probably about 7 videos down. I mean, back. I had where those leaf spring bolts backed out. Well, they didn't back all the way out. They were backing out. And ever since then, I always do a thorough pre-trip on my truck. Like, I feel like I used to like skim just to probably about what y'all seen me do. But the thing is, I feel like I know what I'm looking for now at this point. So it's like, it's a different ball game when you kind of, well, you got to do pre-trips every day, but at Stevens you have to do pre-trip and post-trip. A lot of people didn't do post-trip, but I did. I'm not gonna sit there and lie like I did them every time. I did them a few times when I first started, like my first week too. You know, a newbie, you just feel like you just got to do everything by the book, you know what I'm saying? So I used to do that, make sure wasn't nothing leaking, nothing like that, no flats, nothing like that, and I used to get it reported as soon as possible. But yeah, like pre-trips can go anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. But of course, it went by shorter due to me not having a trailer. Like if I had a trailer, you would see it would be even longer. Like I inspect the trailer, like I inspect the Dollar General trailers. Like I'd be out there for probably about 10, 15 minutes inspecting it just to be on the safe side for me. Like I know other people be like, oh, they do it in 5 minutes or whatnot. And I understand that y'all seen me do it in a short amount of time. But like I said, I know my truck, it just got out the shop. I know it is done basically guiding, and I know it has been needing. And I basically keep up with my maintenance. I watch it every day. So, cause you got to do your pre-trip every morning. So, or every time before you drive. So like I said, you keep an eye on things that you know. So it's like, oh, okay, like how that nail is in that tire. That's something to keep aware of, like making sure my tire pressure do good. And, you know, mess around. And after I get done on my load tomorrow, call roadside, like at night. Let them come out there and change that tire. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a little nail, but even though it's a little nail, it's still serious. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's still holding air. Like, it's not losing any air or anything like that. And I'm not going to pull it until I get somewhere and I feel like, okay, I'm finna just call in and just get a tire replaced, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll turn y'all back on once I get to the DC, and because I'm a chill there. It depends, because my route is really local, like it's close to the DC, and then I end up in Nashville. where I'm from, and then I think I'll be on the outskirts of Nashville. So due to it being Memorial Day weekend, I don't know if I'll be able to run on Monday, but at least I got something since I haven't been driving for 2 weeks, just about. So I'm just glad that I was able to get something. The mileage, it's not really, it's just 185 miles, but at the same time, you can't really trip because it was just short notice. Like, they called and told me my truck was ready about like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it was just short notice. It was just a blessing to me that they was able to find me a load at least, you know what I'm saying? So I know once then my truck is ready and then my truck is back, so basically it's just, it's go time. It's time to get it. So, like, shop person just keep coming out. I mean, he cool. I said something to him, but I just don't, I just be like, nah, because you don't know what type of mood somebody in. Somebody could be like, you're not supposed to be recording on our property and all that. So I just don't deal with it. I just try to move quickly as I can so I don't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So enough of me talking. I'm finna hurry get up into this DC and take a chill pill so I can get my 10-hour reset going, which I feel like I have enough time to get my reset done and to get this trailer. But yeah, that's my pre-trip. Short and sweet, quick, due to me being on this property. And I ain't want nobody to say nothing to me. So if you in the comments, if you gonna say I need to do longer, I know I need to do longer. But my truck just got the shop. I know what it went in the shop for. I observed what it went in the shop for just to make sure I got new parts, because I didn't do that last time. I looked over it and, I see my new bumper and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. You just thinking, oh, it's a shop. It just got out. No. Whenever your truck get out the shop, still look over it and make sure everything is good. That was my problem. But I drove, like I said, everything was fine. Like, okay, they did the work. Everything was fine. But this time I checked, I seen what the parts was before. Like, I think the fan was kind of cracked a little bit, so they put a new one. I could tell that it's basically replaced. So yeah, whenever you pick up your truck from the shop, please check over it. I don't care what they say, check over it. Because these shops do lie, and this shop lied to me, and it cost me 2 weeks, and it cost me 2 weeks out. So yeah, man, I'm probably finna, ain't no problem, I'm finna head back up here to the DC. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We almost at 1,000 subs. Let's get to 1K before my birthday. Hey, but if you are returning sub, supporter, OG sub, I appreciate the love. Keep rocking with me. But watch the video before you make a comment. Well, do what you want. I know people gonna do what they want, but I prefer you to watch the video and listen to me before you make a comment. That's just, I wish people would do that, but people don't. But yeah, man, let me get myself situated and get up here to this DC. I've been on this pre-trip about 20 minutes now. So, all right, y'all, so I'm back. I made it to the DC. I'm chilling. I just got done eating me some Checkers. I wanted Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A closed at 9, and it was the one up here, but it closed at 9. Yeah, it closed at 9. I'm sorry, I'm tired. So it closed at 9 o'clock. It was about 8:30. I was on the interstate. I thought that I was basically not going to make that exit. Come to find out, I passed the exit at like 8:40, and Chick-fil-A is like right off the exit. But it's like another thing too. I gotta find somewhere to park on the side of the road or something, because I am bobtailing right now. So as y'all seen, so I didn't get that. I got some Checkers. I like Checkers, but I wanted Chick-fil-A. Sadly, I didn't get it. It's all right. It's cool. But yes, on my pre-trip, I know that it was ran by pretty fast for a lot of people. That's just me and my truck. Like, I wouldn't advise you doing that with a brand, like a truck that just got assigned to you, or you haven't had it. Like, I'm having this truck, since March. It's what, May, finna be June. I done had a couple of technical difficulties with the truck already, and I kind of already know my truck. But even though still you know your truck, it's still a mechanical engineered vehicle thing, whatever, you know. So still stuff can still come loose, you know, et cetera, leaks. But for the most part, I check over it every morning. I know it's been gone for 2 weeks, but it's been at a shop. You know, it ain't like it's been parked at somewhere and I just went on my home time and then like it. So it's been at a shop getting things done. So of course I checked to make sure that the things actually got done this time. They did. Checking my usual leaf spring bolts, all that, even though it just got done, but checking for leaks. You check it for bolts not tight. You check for all that. And one thing that I didn't do on the video is check my lights. But I check my lights all the time. And then on these Peterbilts, you got Peterbilts and the Kenworths, I know for sure, because when I was at Stevens, they got a little tab that you do on the driver's side, but it's like on the closest to the door. It's like a little light bulb. You flick it up and it'll run through everything, which that's still not considerably a pre-trip. I wouldn't rely on that, but it's just something cool for like, I done had it happen when I was in Stevens. I was in Texas, El Paso, Texas, or Arizona. I was in one of those states, and I did it, and they said one of my headlights was out. So yes, it is efficient. It does work. It will tell you a situation, because when my headlight was out, I had to put in a ticket for it. But I had a Kenworth at that time. When I was with Stevens, I had a Kenworth. So lights, I knew the lights were good, because when I get in, I just do that. But like I said, I was just going through the mechanical motions of checking my truck due to the fact it was in the shop and stuff, and it was just sitting. So you want to just make sure everything was good. And I know I still could have went even more thorough than what I did, but at the same time, like I said, I know my truck. I just, for the big stuff I'm checking, even little stuff you check, because little stuff could turn into big things. But it's hard to explain it to somebody that this is my truck, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I've had it. I know what I'm looking for. Like I'm not saying I've been driving to the point I'm a pro or anything, but for the most part, I know what I'm looking for. Like, something don't look right. So if you guys do want like a thorough pre-trip, but I mean, honestly, if you went to CDL school, that's a thorough pre-trip. I'm gonna be honest. If you gotta take that part, that section A, that section B, section C of the truck. Well, C is with the trailer and stuff, but it still got portions of the tractor. But that's a thorough pre-trip. I'm gonna be real. If you can memorize step A, B, and C all the way, that's a thorough pre-trip. And not memorize it, but just actually know, because I know they teach just what to say. They don't teach you it actually looks bad or it looks good. But due to the fact that I went to automotive school, you know, I know this is diesel, but still it's somewhat kind of the same. So I kind of will know when something is not right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like, it's just, I just advise you to just basically, if you fresh out of CDL school, that pre-trip, that section A, section B, section C, memorize that, study that real good, and look up situations that in those parts that is like not good, or leaking, or tears, or stuff like that. But like I said, it's my truck. I already know what was wrong. It ride like a Cadillac now, like everything good on it. So like I said, it wasn't really nothing majorly wrong with it. I mean, only thing that was wrong with it was that radiator. Like, before that, like, really wasn't nothing really majorly wrong with it. I mean, it got 190,000 miles on it. When I got the truck, it had like 182 or something like that, 1,000 miles. I mean, practically on a semi, that's not even broken in, honestly. So, but still, even though it's technically not broken in, you still got to look, because when you are heading towards that 300,000 mile mark, you're heading towards the break-in period. So yes, you got to double check your stuff. Like most likely, trucks that got 300,000-400,000, they done went through that break-in period. Stuff done broke, stuff done got fixed, and stuff like that. If you're a company, I can't say trucks from the auction or nothing like that. I can't, but most likely company, they keep theirs up. And companies, they don't typically go out no more than, I think 3 years. I think 3 years of truck. So like Werner right now, getting 2025, so they about to auction off the 2022s. They finna get rid of the 2022s. This is 2023. So most mega carriers, they typically don't go back 3 years. They only keep 3 years. So if it's 2025 right now, they're gonna have 2024, 2023, and 2022. They finna slowly get rid of the 2022s next year. But yeah, this pre-trip, that was my pre-trip. You know what I'm saying? You can leave in the comments what I did wrong or didn't do. Really don't care what y'all say, because I know what to do, what not to do. Is just that I was basically being, I ain't gonna say I was being rushed, but I was just on their property, and I just didn't want to have to deal with that or deal with nobody saying you can't record or anything like that. So like I said, you can leave your comment, that's fine, I don't care. But at the same time, I know what to do. Like if I was on this yard, if I was out on the stop, I know what to do. You checking it every day, you know what I'm saying? So you just really just going through, and most truckers will really tell you, you ain't gonna spend that long on a pre-trip. Honestly, once it's your truck and you know your truck, I know the school teach you need to do it for about 30, 45 minutes or whatnot. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, if you new and you don't really know that truck, yeah, I thoroughly watch, because some leak and some break, some on the interstate or anything like that. That's on you, because that's why they got the pre-trip right there. And if you said you done your pre-trip and something happened, they gonna look at you like, oh, you didn't do your pre-trip. Not good. So that's pretty much it on this video. Like I said, I got my truck back, got my load. I'll leave out tomorrow. And it's crazy because I got to go back to the store that when my truck basically broke down. Got to go there, not tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday? Not Friday. I got to go there Saturday morning. So I'm going to have to block out the street again. But at least I know where it's at. I know what I'm doing. So it's cool though. So it's pretty much it. Like I said, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. My name, I am Charlie P, 30 years old. Probably about, I'm like 7 months into trucking, still learning. Like I said, I would love to, get my hazmat, my tanker endorsement, and haul fuel. But, I like what I'm doing right now because I had a rough time at Stevens Transport, OTR. I don't like OTR. I don't know if it's OTR or if it's just the Stevens Transport Company. So, but yeah, if you like me, you like what you've seen today, go out and check some of my videos. Check me out. Subscribe to me. Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up. Share this video. I'm on the road to 1,000. Trying to get to 1,000 before July. If you're a rookie, you got any questions for me? I mean, I'm a rookie, but if you come to Werner, if you got any questions, you can ask me. I don't mind. Like, you can leave it in the comments. I ain't no rude person. I respond to people. As long as you be respectful to me, I'm respectful to you. If you be disrespectful, I'm gonna be disrespectful back. Or I might not say nothing at all. Most likely I won't say nothing at all. It just depends on how bad of a nerve you hit. You know what I'm saying? But which I only have to do that probably like 2 times in my comments, and they still there. I ain't leaving them. Like, people still laughing at them to this day. But that's pretty much it, man. I ain't really gonna hold y'all that long because I'm finna lay down. I just got done eating. I'm tired. I'm finna go to sleep. Wake up, get this load, and get the moving, because I know I'm gonna be sore because I basically ain't been working in about 2 weeks. So let me get as much rest as I can, and I'll holler at y'all in the next video. And I'm out.